All right, Shalom. First and foremost, got to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Shem Yahushua. That's all praises to the Most High God. And the name is only begotten Son. It's Brother Alazar ben Lawyer. Let me get that. What we want to do today is we want to go into, we're just on the way to camp. A lot of traffic, so we're gonna go into the image of the beast. All right. It's a lot of misconception and hanging on to old doctrine in regards to the image of the beast. A lot of people think the image of the beast is Caesar Borgia, the false white image of who the world enemy calls Christ, who people perceive to be called Christ. And people think that the image of the beast simply is Caesar Borgia, and that's a common misconception. Okay, the image of the beast is not just simply Caesar Borgia. Is Caesar Borgia a part of the image of the beast? Yes. Okay, but is Caesar Borgia the image of the beast? No. All right. The image of the beast is something that's much deeper than that. So what we want to do here is, first and foremost, we're going to go to Revelation, the 13th chapter, where it first mentions the image and the mark of the beast. And this is where people go wrong. They confuse the image and the mark, and they're hanging on the old doctrine. And, they're going wrong with that. And we're going to prove that through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Shem Yahushua,
right,
through precept upon precept. This is Revelation 13, and starting at 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So there's an image that was made to the beast. And a lot of people think, again, that that's just Caesar Borgia. But again, that Caesar Borgia was really just the beginning of the image. So I'm going to go to the next precept here in Romans, and this is going to give us the clarification. We're just going to begin to open up the clarification on exactly what the image of the beast is.
Right. So like the bro said, a lot of people think it's Caesar Borgia, man, that damn devil. Some people teach it's Caesar Borgia. Some people teach it's the philosophy of America, and it's in fact the latter. Which the bro's going to tell you in the scriptures.
Which we understand Caesar Borgia goes a part of it, but it's not just limited to Caesar Borgia. You got people who are Muslims who are conformed to the image of the beast, who don't believe in Caesar Borgia. So, it's deeper than Caesar, and that's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because there's going to be some people that don't take that chip, but they're going to be down with America, man. They're down with this philosophy, and they're going to get destroyed.
That's right. This is Romans 8, starting at 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. So the elect, right? For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. So the elect is conformed to the image of Yahushua, the 1/3 in the elect who's in the express image of the Most High Yahweh. Okay, the 2/3 are then after the image conformed to the image of the beast. All right, so it's not just a picture of a cracker. It's more than that. It's deeper than that. It is a philosophy that they've adapted and they live their life by. All right, this devil's philosophy, right, and the various the Esau's philosophy isn't limited to Christianity. Okay, and we're gonna further go into it real quick. I want to go number one. I'm gonna read the 28th verse again, and I'm gonna get a precept. This is Romans 8 and 28 again. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them that who are called according to his purpose. All right, now I'm going to go to the book of 1 John real quick. 1 John 5, and starting at 2. By this we know that we love the children of the Most High, when we love the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So how do we show our love for the Most High? By keeping the commandments. But the 2/3, they're not showing love to the Most High because they're not keeping the commandments. All right. If you conform to the image of Yahushua, you walk in the commandments to the best of your abilities. All right. You see what I'm saying? Now, all the people in the world, all the, the 2/3, they're not doing that. They're conformed to the image of the beast. Right.
Right. That's why we got niggas that come up to camp and, they listen for a minute. They listen to the doctrine. They listen to the scriptures. And then they go on to say, well, you know, we can't hate anymore. We all got to be equal. We're all human beings because they're conformed to the image of the beast.
That's right.
So they want everybody to make it. They want everybody to be able to obtain salvation. They want world peace, man. Which that's just a false concept anyway.
Nigga don't even know how to explain world peace. You know, that's the coldest thing about it. And real quick, I'm going to read verse 29 again. Because what you got to understand is Revelations, when it's talking about those that worship the beast and his image and all that, really what it's dealing with is the 2/3, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we know these heathens, they're going to worship the image of the beast anyway. It's not for them. This is really just dealing with the 2/3, and I'm going to prove it through the Spirit. Verse 29, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren, right? The firstborn of Israel, the elect of Israel, right? This is Revelations 13:8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, right? And we know a heathen name is not going to be in the book anyway. So this is really talking about the 2/3. The 2/3 were not predestinated. They were not to be the firstborn of many brethren. They're going to be a part of that brethren ultimately in the kingdom, but they're not going to be the firstborn. You understand what I'm saying? Those that worship the beast and follow after his image are those that are the 2/3, man. Basically, that's what it boils down to. Shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Okay, and then the next precept I'm gonna hit for that is here in Sicarii 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. So you know that's basically talking about the 2/3 being destroyed. You see what I'm saying? That was a prophecy of what's going to happen here in these last days. The 2/3, the 66.6%, which is why the number of the beast is 666, because that's the amount of Israelites that are going to follow him, percentage-wise. You see what I'm saying? So these are things that got to be understood. It's deeper than just a picture, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle. You know, but you got these camps, they on this old school doctrine, and they'll say, well, the mark of the beast is the American philosophy, and the image of the beast is Caesar. No, what you saying is the mark is really the image. And what the mark really is the RFID chip, man. Okay? Which we got videos on that, but, you know, we just kind of want to focus on the image for this one. But what I'm going to do is now we're going to stay in Romans 8. Come back here to Romans 8, but we're going to read from the 4th verse real quick, and then we're going to deal with some etymology. But let me start at Proverbs 8:4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh but after the spirit, right? Because you know, I had a debate in 2014 on the mark of the beast, and my whole premise from that debate is the beast, or the devil, the so-called white man, is carnal, juxtaposed to the Most High, Yahweh, who's spiritual. Okay, and so anything about the beast is going to be carnal, opposed to you know, Yahweh, that's spiritual. So I said the mark of the beast is it's physical, it's a carnal, tangible thing, right, as opposed to the mark of the Most High, which is a spiritual thing. You see, so some people might say, well, the image, that's got to be a carnal thing too, and it is a carnal thing, but it's a carnal mindset, and we're gonna prove that here in Romans 8. Again, I'm gonna start back at 4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh but after the spirit. Okay, because the mentality of following the beast, following the so-called white man, following the devil through his different avenues is a fleshly, carnal mindset, not a spiritual mindset. All right, so that's what the image is. Verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So the scriptures say to be carnally minded is death. What we're going to do is go to the precept on that here in Proverbs.
All right, it's a balance, man. The scriptures say the Lord don't deal with false balance, man. You know? Right. You always got these Satan and these damn devils, man, always trying to emulate, you know, the things of the Most High.
That's
man.
Right. That's right.
Whether it be, you know, the mark of the beast and the mark of the Most High, that's talking about in Ezekiel 9, to their carnal image or their physical mark of the beast, to, you know, the Lord declaring his prophecies before they happen. And then that's why these damn devils, they'll put all this shit like 9/11 or what they gonna do in the media because they want to feel like they're prophesying it before it happens, man. That's that balance. That's that balance and that emulating the Most High, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You wander out of the way of understanding, out of the way of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and the law, statutes, and commandments. You now are in the congregation of the dead. You're being carnally minded. You are now conformed to the image of the beast, as opposed to the form of the image, conformed to the image of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's really what it's talking about. You know what I mean? When it's dealing with the image, it's dealing with a carnal mindset as opposed to a spiritual mindset, a righteous mindset. All right. Let me go back here. I think I got a couple more precepts. Go to Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach our Lord. So, the wages of sin. When you wander out of the way of understanding, when you go into a carnal mind, you sinning. And what you get for that sin is death. So that's why those that worship the image of the beast are going to die, man. You see what I'm saying? For having that carnal mindset. All right? And then the last precept in the book of John, real quick. See, because this precept is something that Yahweh Shai said, and it was very powerful what he said, and it went over a lot of people's head. But we're going to read this, and then we're going to go into a little bit of the etymology here in a minute, because it all kind of ties in. But this is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So Yahweh Shai was cursing out wicked Jakes and telling Jakes that they were of their father the devil. Why? Because they were following after the so-called white man, after things that the white man had implemented. Yeah, they was acting like they was all about the law, but really they were taking, money from Caesar and corrupting and polluting judgment. You understand what I'm saying? So he was cursing Jakes out and letting them know, ye are of your father the devil, right? Because you have conformed to the image of the beast. So that has become like your father. Just like the scriptures speak about the idols. They've called a stock and a stone their father and things like that. They have conformed to this image of Satan in the form of the so-called white man in this day and age. So they are of him. They act like him. They're fulfilling his agenda. Like when you got a Jake that's on the block, he's just being wicked. He's he's adulterous. He's a sorcerer. He's participating in all them things. He is conformed to the image of the beast, man. You see what I'm saying? He's fulfilling the white man's agenda. The white man wants you to be adulterous. The white man wants you to be a faggot. The white man wants to destroy your community by killing each other and selling drugs to each other and things of that nature. So you are conformed to the image of the beast. There's various ways you can be conformed to the image of the beast. It's not limited, man. That's why when they say it's Caesar Borgia, that limits it a lot, man. You see what I'm saying? Let me keep going though here. I'm going to read to verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. Okay? Which the law, that's life, the law of life. Verse 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. So you can't please the Most High when you're in the flesh, when you're in a carnal mind state, when you conform to the image of the beast. All right? Now real quick, get these other precepts.
It all boils down to, you can't serve two masters, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what either you're going to serve the beast or you're going to serve, which is the white man, the devil, or you're going to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I mean, it's that simple. It's not rocket science. Now, what I want to read is the word image. When you deal with that word image in the Greek, it's icon. That's the word, literally icon. So what I want to do is I want to go into some of the definitions for the term image and for the term icon, okay? One of the definitions for image is a mental representation or idea, i.e. notion, idea. Their philosophy, okay? That's another word for image. Another definition is the general impression that a person, organization, or product presents. You see what I'm saying? So that's the general image that they present. This is, if you conform to the general image that the so-called white man presents, who is the physical arm of the spiritual demon Satan, then you are conformed to the image of the beast, okay? The term icon, let's deal with the term icon, right? A person or thing regarded as a representative or symbol of something. A sign whose form directly reflects the things it signifies. For example, the word snarling is said in the snarling way. So basically, You know, an icon is, you know, something you look up to, man. You see what I'm saying? Something that represents, you know, totally represents what it is. You feel what I'm saying? If you're going to be the devil, if you're going to follow the devil is your icon, you're going to follow after his ways, right?
Yeah, it's like, and a major part of that image is this fucking false philosophy, the concept of do what thou wilt, man. That's a major part of this philosophy, is the do what thou wilt shit, man. Everybody will come up and, like I said, man, hear the scripture and just say, you know, well, I just believe in my heart, and I think it should be like this, and whatever makes you happy, man. That's a major part of this false philosophy of the beast, man. The image of it.
Yeah, and that's a major part. And the word icon now, the synonyms for icon are idol, paragon, hero, heroine, celebrity, superstar, star, favorite, darling. So basically what it is you philosophically idolize the white man and the ideas that he's introduced to you. That's why when you go to school, like even the school system is the image of the beast. The so-called educational system, that shit is the image of the beast, man. You see what I'm saying? When they indoctrinate you, because when they indoctrinate you, they basically teach you philosophies that were created by all these crackers, man, back in Greece and Rome, you know, and things like that. They are indoctrinating you with the philosophies of crackers, man. You see what I'm saying? All giving you concepts that they introduced to you, you know. But that's who you're looking up as a star. Now, look, one of the synonyms is the word paragon, and that word stuck out to me, so I looked up what that meant etymologically, and it said a person or thing regarded as a perfect example of a particular quality. Right, now watch this. A person on things are viewed as the model of excellence, right? And that's how the white man is viewed in this society, as the model of excellence. So if you are aspiring to be like the white man, and you look at the white man and his success as the model of excellence, then you are conformed to the image of the beast. Now watch the etymology. It's from the Middle French paragonner, which means to test on a touchstone, compare, right? So basically a touchstone, this is where you get your gold standard. So basically, if you look at the white man and what he does as the gold standard, you are conformed to the image of the beast, especially the goddamn American white man, all right? The so-called Western white man. That's when you're conformed to the image of the beast. When you look at the white man as the example of what you should be. When you look at him as the golden standard. When you look at him as the example of excellence, man.
Right, and speaking of the example, only example that the average stupid-ass American has is have a kid, get him a Social Security card, therefore signing over your ownership to the elite. Getting them in school, getting them in college, putting them in debt, getting them a 9-to-5, and having them staying out of the way so they don't interrupt or buck up to the agenda of the elites, man.
Perfect.
That's the whole cycle, man, of this image of the beast, this false philosophy, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it.
That's right. Now watch, this is Revelations 14:4. Going back to being conformed to the image of Yahushua. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. They are which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. So it's talking about the elect that follow Yahushua whithersoever he goeth, because Yahushua is the icon to the elect, man. Okay, you see what I'm saying? He is the image that the elect is conformed to. He's the golden standard to the elect, but the white man is the golden standard to those conformed to the image of the beast. 66.6% of our nation, man. Okay, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, real quick, I want to get the precept on what it means when it's talking about the virgins. Real quick, 2 Corinthians 5. Because it said the virgins are not defiled with women, and some people think that means, oh, well, the elect ain't gonna be having sex. That's just simple, man. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna get the precept for what that's dealing with in Corinthians through the Spirit. 2 Corinthians. This is 2 Corinthians 5:20. So like, is that what I needed? 5:20. No, 5:10. So like 5:10. 2 Corinthians 5:10. Okay. What's 1 Corinthians? So like 1 Corinthians 5:10. All right. 1 Corinthians 5:10. Yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters, for ye must needs go out of the world. So basically when it says we're not defiled with women, the Lord willing we be the men, of course, the elect are not going to be defiled with women because they don't participate and partake in the spiritual fornications of this world, because they're not conformed to the image of the beast, conformed to the image of Yahweh Shai.
And another precept on that is they're not given to marriage, man.
Yeah, con.
Okay? Meaning joining into these other philosophies, man. Because this wisdom is likened unto a woman, as well as these other philosophies out here, man.
Yeah, con, that's right. Now, let's go to the Old Testament real quick, and we're going to the so-called Old Testament, and we're going to, because, we're dealing with being an icon, and we just brought out that in Revelations, how the elect look at Yahweh Shai as an icon, as who to follow and whose image to be conformed after, because he is, of course, he's conformed to the image of the Most High Yahweh. Now, this is Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? And we know that Lucifer is talking about the so-called white man. He is the golden standard of this place. Again, he is the person who people look at for excellency in this place. He is the person everybody follows in this place. You see what I'm saying? He's the one who currently possesses. He's the morning star. You see what I'm saying in this place? He's the light of this world. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
hence why they call themselves the Illuminated ones.
Yeah, that's right. That's why they call themselves the Illuminati. Right there. So that's their icon. So when you follow after their philosophies, you're conformed to the image of the beast, man. You see what I'm saying? Now let's go to John real quick.
Right, and another precept on that is when Yahweh Shai said the light of this world.
Yeah, exactly. The light of this world, right?
Which is the God of this world, which is Satan and the Edomites, you so-called white people, man. Well, devils.
That's right. We're going to get the precept on it. This is John 12:31, is what Yahweh Shai said. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. You see what I'm saying? So that's everybody who follows after the prince of this world, the so-called white man, is going to be cast out. Okay, along with him. That's why 66.6% of our people are going to be cast out right along with the white man here in America and get judged with thermonuclear fire, because y'all was conformed to the image of the beast. Or you followed after the ways of the white man. It's not the mark, that's the image. The mark is the RFID chip that he's carnally going to enforce on everybody so he can play God. Okay? Which he's going to try to do. Let's go to Revelations 22:16 real quick to further prove this point, though. It's Revelations 22:16. I, Yahweh Shai, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. So Yahweh Shai is going to become the morning star. You feel me? When the kingdom is implemented. You understand what I'm saying? The white man is going to remain the morning star until the Lord puts his light out, basically. And real quick, I want to get another precept on that, because the elect that's conformed to the image of Yahweh Shai and not the image of the beast are also going to become morning stars, man. Okay? And there's a precept right here. This is in Revelations 2 and 28. And I will, matter of fact, I'm going to start at 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Talking about the elect is going to rule with Yahweh Shai. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father, right? So as the Most High gave to Yahweh Shai is going to give to the elect to have rulership, right? And dominion over these people. Verse 28. And I will give him the morning star. So Yahweh Shai said he's going to give the elect the morning star, who overcome, who are conformed to his image and not the beast's image. So we're going to take, Lord willing we be the men, the light from this devil, put his light out, and we going to have the light, man.
Yeah, it says that in Job. I think it's Job 18:2 or 20:2. The triumph of the wicked is short, and his light will be put out, roughly paraphrasing.
That's right.
Talking about you Edomites, man, you so-called white people, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You devils.
That's right. Let me see this. This is, let me go to 2 Corinthians real quick. 2 Corinthians 4:4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. Exactly. The 2/3, y'all let Esau disillusion you, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, that's why y'all conform to his image. He's the God of this world, and he's blinded y'all, man. Y'all 2/3, man. That's why his number is 66.6%, because that's the percentage. Again, that is the percentage of you Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that conform to him, man. Okay, let me start again this from the top. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. That's you 2/3. This is how you notice all talking about the 2/3, because the heathens, again, they just gonna do what they do anyway. They can't make it. This talking it's all about Israel. Either you the elect or you the elect in the 1/3, or you the 2/3, man. Okay? Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai, who is the image of the Most High. You see it? Matter of fact, I'm gonna start from again. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. You 2/3. Lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai, who is the image of the Most High. There you go. Yahushua is conformed to the image of the Most High, and we are supposed to be conformed to the image of Yahushua. The elect all are.
In that order.
You know, should shine unto them. You see what I'm saying? So, basically the light of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and being conformed to the image of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that's not given to the 2/3. They were blinded by the God of this world, which is the devil, the so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? Couple more precepts, and we can end it off. Okay, this is Ephesians 2:2. Where in times past you walked according to the course of this world. We used to be conformed to the image of the beast. We had to get called out of this world, and Lord willing, we never conform again to the image of the beast. You know, the elect aren't anyway. Wherein time past you walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, that spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, man. That evil spirit that works in the 2/3 that causes them to be conformed to the image of the beast. Okay, and the last precept is here is Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And the 2/3, they're not wrestling against that because they gave into it, man. You see what I'm saying? They're going, you know, either they have already given into it, or they're going to give into it. They're going to conform to the image of the beast, and they're going to be destroyed by it, man. Okay? So it's deeper than just a picture of Caesar Borgia. It is an ideology, it is a philosophy that one accepts that a carnal mind and lowering yourself to a state of death, man, and wandering out of the way of understanding. That is what the image of the beast is, okay?
Right.
Some people say that's the mark. That's not the mark. The mark is the RFID chip. But this wasn't really about the mark. Of course, that word charagma, we got plenty of videos on the mark, but, you know, not enough videos on the image. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, we wanted to do this video about the image through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I hope brothers were edified. And with that, you know, again, call all Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and Shalom.